Yeah. Hey, look, guys. Y'all know I have certain things that I think about. Now, I'm not going to say that they're my beliefs. I'm not going to say they're my beliefs at all. Okay. There's Lucifer and this Satan stuff, and we know that a lot of things have been bedazzled. We know a lot of things have been manipulated and put in the context and out of context. I just want y'all to watch this. Now, I don't really care too much about news reporters, Tucker Carlson, any of them. Wolf Blitzer, we know that there's a gambit. But every once in a while, individuals either attempt to play the harp or they'll play the harp. Now, I just want y'all to look at this. Now, I knew when they were talking about CERN, I knew there were 5 of them being built. Now, supposedly there's more than 7. And I knew in Sweden, in certain places, I know people over there who said there's some very satanic things going on, and the media doesn't even speak on it. Now, I want y'all to have a look at this, all right? This is for educational purposes, all right? We know the conundrum that we're dealing with these fools on our soil. But I just want y'all to have a gander at this. I'll let you know where you can watch it if you want to watch it in its entirety. I'm going to play certain parts of it, okay? And look, let's get into it, all right? Appreciate you guys stopping through. I'm supposed to be reading, but somebody was talking to me about it and says, hey, man, go over and look at it because I know you follow anonymous, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, I like to see some of the information that they're sharing. Doesn't mean that I believe in everything. Never in its entirety, because some people sensationalize a lot of crap. Now, I'm not here to sensationalize none of this. I'm not here to tell you it's fact or fiction or whatever, made up or any of that. I'm just saying for yourself, have a look. If you already have, then maybe you have an opinion on it, okay? Now, I'm sitting here eating my beans and my forbidden rice and my Brussels sprouts and, you know what I'm saying, my squash and corn. And look, man, I already ate one. I'm about to get one half. I'm about to get the other half here. Let's go ahead and get into this. Yo, DJ. Hey, what's up, baby girl? Herbo. Surprise Rondo ain't showing up. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it.
European Organization for Nuclear Research, the world's largest particle physics laboratory. It was established in 1954 as one of Europe's first collaboratives.
Let's go ahead and take it back a little bit.
On what's really going on in the world of science. He's had a say in pretty much every major topic of discussion in the world. But right now he's shifting his focus onto CERN. And CERN isn't just an ordinary lab, it's the European Organization for Nuclear Research, the world's largest particle physics laboratory. It was established in 1954 as one of Europe's first collaborative scientific ventures, with the primary objective of retaining talented scientists who were leaving the continent for the United States at the time. CERN serves as a hub for cutting-edge research in high-energy physics. Its core function is to provide the necessary infrastructure, including particle accelerators, for conducting experiments that explore the fundamental properties of matter in the universe. Over the years, CERN has fostered international collaborations, bringing together scientists from various countries to design and construct numerous experiments aimed at understanding the mysteries of the universe. This computing facility plays a crucial role in storing and analyzing the vast amounts of data generated by experiments at CERN. Additionally, it serves as a platform for simulating particle interactions and events, helping scientists refine their theoretical models and understand the outcomes of experiments. So this is the place scientists go when they have ideas that might just be a little too controversial to research anywhere else. But at its core, CERN strives to unravel the secrets of the universe by investigating what it is composed of and how it functions. By colliding particles at extremely high energies, physicists at CERN aim to probe the fundamental building blocks of matter and the fundamental forces that control their interactions. Through experiments conducted at CERN, scientists endeavor to uncover the laws of physics that dictate the behavior of the universe, shedding light on its origins, evolution, and the underlying principles that help them exist. Tucker is one of the people who believe that CERN is involved in the creation of a portal to hell. According to this theory, CERN's ambitious scientific experiments, particularly those conducted at the Large Hadron Collider, are believed to be part of a secret agenda to breach the boundaries between our world and the underworld. Proponents of this theory claim that CERN's pursuit of unlocking the secrets of the universe through particle physics is just a cover for its true intention, opening a gateway to hell. They speculate that the immense energies generated by the LHC could potentially tear open a dimensional rift, allowing malevolent entities to cross over into our reality. The conspiracy theorists often point to various alleged pieces of evidence to support their claims, including alleged connections to occult symbols and rituals, as well as distorted interpretations of scientific terminology used by CERN researchers. Some even draw associations between CERN's experiments and fictional narratives that involve parallel dimensions or the summoning of dark forces. Could CERN be pulling stranger things on the world and trying to get to another dimension? You see, it is possible that the scientists at CERN are able to disrupt the delicate fabric of reality itself. As the particles they're studying reach unprecedented speeds and collide with immense force, the tiniest of anomalies could form a microscopic rift in the fabric of space-time. This microscopic rift might initially be fairly inconspicuous, but could easily gradually grow in size and intensity due to the peculiar interactions between subatomic particles. As the anomaly expands, it creates a bridge between our world and a dimension long associated with dark energies, the realm commonly referred to as hell. How? Well, by using the Large Hadron Collider, LHC. This is the world's largest and most powerful particle accelerator. Placed at CERN, the European Particle Physics Laboratory near Geneva, Switzerland, the LHC is a remarkable scientific instrument that propels subatomic particles to extraordinary energies, enabling scientists to investigate the resulting interactions, something that before its existence might only be described as magical, and in a way it is. The LHC takes the form of a circular tunnel with a circumference of nearly 17 miles, making it the largest accelerator currently in operation. It serves as a crucial tool for physicists to study the fundamental building blocks of matter, pushing the boundaries of our understanding of the universe from the subatomic realm deep within atoms to the vastness of the cosmos. Operating on the principle of circular acceleration, the LHC accelerates beams of subatomic particles called hadrons in opposite directions within the accelerator. These hadrons can be either protons or lead ions. As the beams circulate, they gain energy with each lap, reaching extremely high velocities. The LHC can attain collision energies that allow scientists to recreate conditions similar to those just after the Big Bang, which is something that we've only been able to theorize about in the past. So being able to recreate those circumstances is as revolutionary as it gets. At designated points along the LHC's circular path, teams of physicists from around the world have constructed specialized detectors, such as the ATLAS and CMS detectors. The ATLAS and CMS detectors are two general-purpose detectors positioned at the Large Hadron Collider, designed to capture and measure the properties of subatomic particles produced in high-energy proton-proton collisions. These detectors play a pivotal role in the exploration of particle physics and the search for new physics phenomena.
Now, I know you're aware that they're breaking it down. All right, they're going to break it down. But here's what Tucker Carlson is saying. Now, I want to extrapolate on something. I went to Mount Hebron Middle School. Buzz Aldrin went there. And a lot of y'all know Buzz Aldrin went to Antarctica a few times. He was supposed to have went to, the moon, to which he always alluded with Trump and everybody else that they'd never been there. It rung like a bell. We know that 3 pilots who wanted to tell the truth, they burnt them up in the capsule, which to what most people say that nobody could actually withstand taking off in those capsules. There's even a pilot who went missing. I mean, an astronaut who went missing. Nobody knows where he's at. This was based on, I think, the 80s, who said that they were going over into Antarctica and they were flying back and watching the ship being brought back on a giant ship. Not a carrier, not a big ship that nobody's seen. I'm just throwing this out there. Maybe some of y'all can research it. I don't know if it's true or not. Okay. But Buzz Aldrin in Antarctica says it is wicked out there. They are doing wicked things. I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all can look it up for yourself.
Both the ATLAS and CMS detectors are equipped to detect a wide range of particles, including photons, electrons, muons, and hadrons. They consist of multiple layers of subdetectors, each serving a specific purpose in measuring different properties of the particles produced during collisions. The innermost layer of the detectors is known as the tracking system. Composed of finely segmented sensors, the tracking system enables the measurement of the trajectory of charged particles as they traverse through the detector. By reconstructing the paths of these particles, scientists can deduce essential information about their properties and interactions. This goes beyond the tracking system is the calorimeter, the next layer of the detector. The calorimeter measures the energy of particles as they pass through its layers. This provides crucial data for identifying and characterizing the particles produced in the collisions. The outermost layer of the detectors is the muon system. Muons are highly penetrating particles that can traverse the other layers of the detector. The muon system is specifically designed to detect and measure the properties of these particles, which are of particular interest due to their unique characteristics and relevance to certain physics phenomena. To handle the immense volume of data produced by the collisions, the detectors work in conjunction with a sophisticated trigger system. The trigger system rapidly selects interesting events from the millions of collisions that occur every second. By employing advanced algorithms and predefined criteria, the trigger system ensures that only the most relevant and potentially significant events are recorded for further analysis. The data collected by the detectors has to go through extensive analysis using sophisticated algorithms and computational techniques. Physicists apply these methods to extract physical quantities and observables of interest from the raw data. This isn't the easiest to do either, because the collisions generate an immense number of interactions, amounting to over 600 million collisions per second in each detector. The data produced by the collisions is staggering, amounting to approximately 15 petabytes of raw data each year. So, without sophisticated algorithms, the vast amount of data would never be analyzed. Physicists apply successive layers of analysis to extract physical quantities and observables of interest from the raw data collected by each experiment. These quantities can then be compared to theoretical predictions, furthering our understanding of the underlying laws and mechanisms of the universe. But perhaps one of the biggest discoveries that have come out of CERN has been the Higgs boson. This is a subatomic particle that was initially proposed in 1964 by Peter Higgs, Francois Englert, and other theorists as a means to explain the origin of mass in certain particles. It's intimately connected to the Higgs field, a pervasive field that permeates the entire universe and imparts mass to elementary particles. The existence of the Higgs boson was experimentally confirmed in 2012 through the efforts of the ATLAS and CMS experiments. This groundbreaking discovery was a momentous achievement in the field of particle physics and garnered significant recognition. In 2013, Peter Higgs and Francois Englert were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics for their theoretical work that led to the prediction of the Higgs boson. To understand the Higgs boson, let's start with the concept of mass. In classical physics, mass is often viewed as an inherent property of matter. However, in the realm of particle physics, the origin of mass is a fundamental question. The Higgs field offers an explanation for why certain particles possess mass. According to the theory, particles acquire mass through interactions with the Higgs field. Imagine the Higgs field as a medium that permeates space. As particles move through this field, they experience a resistance or drag, similar to objects moving through a viscous substance. This interaction with the Higgs field leads to the particle's mass. Think about a room filled with people, where some people attract a group of followers, creating a cluster of people around them. In this analogy, the individuals represent the Higgs field and the surrounding people symbolize particles acquiring mass. The more followers a person attracts, the more massive they become. Similarly, particles interacting strongly with the Higgs field acquire more mass, while particles with weak or no interactions remain relatively massless. Now let's focus on the Higgs boson itself. The Higgs boson is a quantum excitation or vibration of the Higgs field. Like other subatomic particles, such as electrons or quarks, the Higgs boson carries energy and momentum, but it's a unique particle as it comes specifically from the Higgs field. The Higgs boson is electrically neutral and has a finite mass, which was determined to be around 125 giga-electron volts, GeV, through experiments at the Large Hadron Collider at CERN. As interesting as it is, it's very unstable and quickly decays into other particles shortly after its creation, which just adds another layer of interest here. But that's not all.
Now, y'all know how big this thing is, right? All of them. These things are in certain places where there was so-called stories about portals that were destroyed. And these things are massive. We're talking about miles. Doing all that down here, then NASA and space, to me, in my opinion, is all deceptive. I mean, NASA in the Yiddish word nasab means to deceive or deception. So, and they keep showing this around Earth. Of course, you know, even though this is anonymous official, all right, so this is monetized. I can't sit here without saying something. The thing is, in my reading, when we're reading about the Anunnaki, the Anakim, the ice walls, and all that, gods of Eden, everything that I've been alluding and telling you, expressing in the readings to you, is that there's something that needs you not to focus on it. It doesn't care about the particular times that you might hit it, because there's so much information, and the information, not all information is good information. But what they're doing with this is beyond the scope of reality. Look at what the politicians are doing. Look at the fact that they have this fake 5G, these repeaters they put up everywhere that's slowly cooking your insides, messing with your endocrine, and breaking down your DNA. Nobody's really paying attention to what's going on. The fact that historically we used to live to be very old, a wonderful life, good times, and we fought back. People can't even get up and lift a finger now. Check it out, though, while they further break this down.
Apparently, with the Higgs boson and the LHC, we've also got the possibility of DIY black holes right here on Earth. CERN is no stranger to pushing the boundaries of scientific exploration.
Hello, who do you think? What do you think you're looking at right there? Who do you think that is? What? Very vile, evil, wicked personnel. Okay? This, I mean, seriously.
With its powerful Large Hadron Collider, the world's largest particle accelerator, CERN delves into the mysteries of the universe. While the prevailing scientific consensus assures us that any black holes created in their lab would be minuscule and harmless, but it's also possible that all of that is to keep people quiet. Could they really create a portal to hell? Turns out, it's possible for the LHC to become a portal to the unknown. The concept of creating small black holes at the LHC arises from theories that propose the existence of extra dimensions. According to these theories, under specific conditions of extreme energy, the LHC could generate black holes. These black holes, often referred to as micro or quantum black holes, would be significantly smaller and less massive than astronomical black holes that we study in the open space. It is crucial to note that...
Now, y'all know how I am about the open space. They don't know what's out there, what's up outside of this. They don't have a clue other than what they're being told. But the black hole has nothing to do with outer. It has something to do with being able to go to other realms. What are other realms? I believe extra firmaments. I believe other earths right here. This big one. Being able to get out from under this dome, I literally believe that they all have domes, a greater dome. I believe that certain enemies are using people too to attempt to break through these domes, making metallurgy, making newer materials that you never even heard of. And at the same time, how do you keep people passive and docile? You keep them at war and in conflict. You keep them full of dramas and hardships. You put them in costumes. You put one over the next, and the next one over the other one, and the other one over the rest of them, and the rest of them over all of them. You get what I'm saying? Very destructive. Let's get the lights up.
Extensive scientific research has been conducted to evaluate the safety and feasibility of black hole production at the LHC. The consensus among the scientific community is that the energies reached by the collider are far too low to create black holes that pose any threat. The energy scale required for significant black hole production is estimated to be much higher than what the LHC can achieve. Not only that, but the lifespan of these hypothetical micro black holes would be extremely short-lived. You see, one fundamental aspect here is that the continued existence of astronomical bodies, such as the Earth and other celestial objects, already indicates that the LHC's energy levels can't actually produce stable or dangerous black holes. Theoretical models and calculations confirm that any microscopic black holes that could be produced would decay rapidly, reinforcing the notion of their harmless nature. Leading scientists from CERN member states, Japan, Russia, and the United States have conducted comprehensive reviews of safety assessments. These assessments have covered astrophysics, cosmology, general relativity, mathematics, particle physics, and risk analysis. The papers written by Giddings and Mangano, as well as the reports from the CERN-appointed LHC Safety Assessment Group, have undergone...
Are y'all aware those pictures they keep showing, talking about space and all this? Have y'all actually done the research and found out that they're actually showing you certain parts within the brain and the body, magnified at 1,000, 1,000,000 times? What people think is the hand of God out in space, I believe that is actually in the brain. There's a lot of things that they use that's inside of us, and they make it believe outside of us.
On meticulous scrutiny and received endorsement from renowned experts, including several Nobel laureates in physics. Plus, further analysis conducted by CERN physicists has reinforced the understanding that even if microscopic black holes were produced, they would swiftly dissipate through Hawking radiation, a phenomenon predicted by Stephen Hawking. The evaporation process ensures that any black holes formed would have an exceedingly short lifespan, disintegrating in a fraction of a second. This is a crucial factor in alleviating concerns regarding their long-term stability or potential threat. But that's not all. Experts highlight that any microscopic black holes, even if they were to persist momentarily, would possess insufficient mass to pose any risk. Their limited size and rapid evaporation mean they would have negligible gravitational influence and would most likely be expelled into space before they could interact with surrounding matter. So even if CERN were to attempt creating a black hole or a portal to hell, it wouldn't really last too long, and before it would dissipate into nothingness. Plus, as of right now, the scientists at CERN are far too busy with upgrading the LHC to be creating any black holes or portals to hell. The high luminosity LHC is a significant upgrade to the Large Hadron Collider. The project was first initiated in 2011 and involves collaboration among more than 30 institutes around the world, highlighting the global effort to push the boundaries of scientific exploration. The primary objective of the HLLHC is to enhance the LHC's integrated luminosity by a factor of 10. By increasing the number of collisions between particles, scientists can dive even deeper into the mysteries of the universe, studying rare processes and phenomena with unparalleled precision. This upgrade will unlock new opportunities for investigating the fundamental components of matter and the forces that bind them together. through a 5 to 7.5 fold increase in collisions compared to the nominal LHC design, researchers will gain invaluable insights into the nature of particles and their interactions. At its core, the HLLHC aligns with CERN's primary mission of advancing our fundamental knowledge. They're going to be pushing various technologies to their limits, such as superconductors, vacuum technologies, computing, electronics, and industrial processes, to create a system that goes far beyond anything we've ever seen before. At the same time, though, there are people who think that all of this is still just something CERN does on the surface, and that if you have access to look deeper, they're up to things that could cause massive outrage among people. CERN excels at studying particles. That's their thing. But what if it's not for the reasons we've always thought it was for? Within the realm of extra dimensions, the behavior of particles and fields is massively influenced by the energy levels associated with hidden dimensions. This realization has given rise to an intriguing theory known as gravity's rainbow. According to this theory, interactions governed by gravity might deviate from the predictions of general relativity when extra dimensions come into play, particularly at small distances. It suggests that concealed dimensions introduce a vibrant spectrum of possibilities, igniting new avenues of scientific exploration. To find out the truth about the
Oh shit! Is that a token? Is that a token? Is that a Muzumbo? That's a token. Here they go with that gravity stuff. Now, we know there's no such thing. We know that there's order, and in order to do what they're doing, they must go outside of order. In order to go into another zone, another place, if you want to go into a door that you have to pull to open, but you want to push it in to go, you have to change the hinges. You have to flip the doorknob around, the door around, and make it go swing from coming out towards you to going inward, unless you decide to push the hinges and the surrounding apparatuses off out of the nails, to break the door down and push it inward, which is literally destroying it. That's chaos. You know what I mean? But they got a token. Oh, snap.
Of concealed dimensions, CERN's cutting-edge experiments go deeper into the intricate realm of gravitational interaction at the smallest scales imaginable. Researchers hope that by meticulously measuring and analyzing the gravitational forces between particles, they're able to detect telltale deviations that could provide evidence of hidden realms. These investigations offer a unique window into the nature of space-time itself and its potential multidimensional structure. One of the most promising avenues for detecting concealed dimensions lies in the collisions of subatomic particles within the colossal energies generated by CERN's Large Hadron Collider. As particles collide and interact, they produce intricate patterns and energies that serve as tantalizing clues to the presence of hidden dimensions. Meticulous analysis of these collision events enables scientists to search for the elusive dimensional signatures that have the potential to validate the existence of hidden realms. The exploration of concealed dimensions at CERN is not confined to isolated efforts. Instead, it thrives on collaborative endeavors that involve experts from diverse disciplines. And well, that's how CERN works too, so this would be very easy for them to do. Theoretical frameworks such as string theory, supersymmetry, and the many worlds interpretation help a lot in guiding experiments and analyses. Harnessing the collective knowledge.
Now, wasn't it Nikola Tesla who proved the string theory, to which the Philadelphia experiment was created upon? The string theory, y'all know what that is, right?
And expertise of the scientific community, CERN pushes the boundaries of our understanding, unraveling the secrets of hidden dimensions or hidden universes. Yes, it's possible that we might not be the only ones out there, and CERN might be the place where the real answers come from. Answers about the multiverse. Our reality is just one version in a concept called the multiverse. This notion suggests that countless branches of existence exist, each shaped by a unique arrangement of hidden dimensions. And guess who's at the forefront of exploring this mind-blowing concept? CERN. At CERN, scientists are going over the mind-bending implications of the many worlds interpretation. They're toying with the idea that there might be alternative versions of our universe right next to ours. Crazy, right? These parallel universes have their own set of physical constants and laws, making them totally unique. But hold on, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with CERN trying to open up a portal to another universe? Well, you know how CERN is. All about pushing the boundaries of knowledge and experimenting with mind-bending phenomena. They're contemplating the mind-blowing possibility of creating an interdimensional gateway, not to the fiery depths of hell, but to another universe in the vast multiverse. So how are they planning to make this happen? It starts with understanding the fabric of space-time and those sneaky hidden dimensions. CERN scientists are using huge particle accelerators, like the Large Hadron Collider, to unravel the secrets of these hidden realms. By smashing tiny particles together at super high speeds, they hope to reveal clues about interdimensional portals and the existence of parallel universes. To guide their search, CERN uses theories like the string theory. In the world of string theory, the familiar point-like particles that we've come to know in particle physics take a back seat. Instead, they're replaced by something truly remarkable. One-dimensional entities called strings. Within the tapestry of string theory, these minuscule strings are the building blocks of reality itself. They're even smaller than the tiniest atoms, electrons, or quarks that populate our world. As these strings vibrate and oscillate, their movements give rise to a multitude of effects across a vast landscape of hidden dimensions.
I'm gonna stop it there, even though it's only a little bit more to go. I'm gonna stop right there. I don't believe there's a need or necessity to keep going any further. Let's go ahead and turn this around, get everything shipped up. These people are crazy. They are crazy. There's a couple more videos. I got my library right there that I can go ahead and play, but I'm not going to do that right now. I want to go ahead and I'm going to read just a little bit. I believe that y'all deserve that. Seeing how y'all didn't help me buy this book I'm going to read, but you helped me buy enough. I'm just lowering the tripod. I'm going to turn the light on, open the window, get everything situated. Let's go ahead. I got to put this back on charge. It's going dead. Okay. And let me see here. Alexander's down there. He's mad at me. He's upset with me because, yeah, that's going dead. I'm going to put that in charge. I let him go outside and he burnt his pawpaws. But I didn't let him go outside. He jetted past me, got out there and burnt his little footses. And I said, well, that's good what you get. You know? Nah. I'm not going to open that because that's good. Yeah, I got the extra. I didn't even fix it, so you can see it's broken. I don't need to turn the light on. Anyway, I'm going to read to you what string theory says, and then we'll get into the reading. The string theory. In physics, string theory is a theoretical, y'all know what a theory is. I've broken that down before. A framework in which the point-like particles of particle physics are replaced by one-dimensional objects called strings. So listen to that again, because he didn't say that. A theoretical framework in which the point-like particles, the exact, are of particle physics, are replaced by one-dimensional objects called strings. String theory describes how these strings propagate through space and interact with each other. So that's the vibration. And what's happening in the vibration? Like I said, this is all chaotic. This is chaos. Massive collision. We're talking about something beyond the nuclear explosion at such a higher level, faster and everything else, to rip space-time continuum, to tear into space-time continuum, to open a void, and to be able to look into the other side. Now, we know there have been many movies. We know that who's that jazz singer, the actor? What's his name? I can't stand him either. What's the guy's name? I should have pulled it up before. Was it Harry? Is it Harry Connick Jr.? Oh, it was the other guy. I think Harry Connick. Yeah, I believe it's Harry Connick Jr. Um, let me see. Let me put this in there. Keyword. I didn't call you, boy. No, not that. I think it's Harry Connick Jr. Yeah. And what was it? Somebody might already put it up there. I know he played in Independence Day, Memphis Belle. No, it's not Harry Connick Jr. It's another one. Anybody put it up there? I don't watch entertainment. Okay, good for you, brother. What is that? What is that jazz musician? No, it wasn't him. It was the other guy. When damn it. I can't remember these individuals' names. I do my best to forget all these actors and actresses. She's a lesbian. She's an attorney. She played Bad News Bears. Um, Matthew McConaughey is the actor. Hmm. Not Tatum O'Neal. No, man, you burnt your feet, bro. That's on you, bro. Mm-hmm. Matthew McConaughey played in this movie where his daughter, maybe she has a different name from Tatum O'Neal. I know she's a lesbian. Oh, God dang it. Why did I got to pull up? I didn't say 2005, you idiots. I think it was 1977, right? I'm just not getting it. What was the name? Jodie Foster. Thank you. Thank you. I just saw it. Matthew McConaughey, Jodie Foster. Were there? That's the string theory. When he's in a place and he's attempting to reach out and he's talking to her and he's trying to warn her. Well, that's kind of it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you, William. And then there's a few more where she actually gets into this vice and she goes into this world and she sees everything. She's not even gone for a hot second and she's dubbed crazy in this device. And the first one was Destroyed. And I forget the name of that movie, you know, because like I said, I don't make it my business to remember all those movies. There are a lot of movies that show you, because I mean, look at right now, the Marvel. metaverse. Spider-Man in the metaverse, Doctor Strange, you know. You remember when they did the Philadelphia experiment? I really got deep into that, studying that. That was a real thing. I actually had somebody from New Jersey who was part of that. And he was hush. It was almost like when he was talking about, like, me and this one guy used to work in his yard, in his big house. He had a big house. And me and this one guy, he went to the army. I'm not going to say his name because he's not here. And we used to take out the yard, go in the house, look like paintings from Germany, like World War II. And he used to like nervous, real bad nervous condition, always looking, no mirrors in his house. And I remember I used to be like, you all right? He's like, yeah. Because he'd be making us sandwiches and hands be shaking. I'm like, I'll make them, you know. And he would always say, after that damn day and that month, those months and years, I've never been right. And he would never say, but we saw some of his plaques and stuff that he was on that ship, the Philadelphia experiment. And he never been the same. But yet they quickly hushed, and you know what I mean? Look at the ship. Well, how many years ago that ship was found sailing that they thought was lost? A naval vessel. Wasn't that like, what, 8-10 years ago? I was on the res then when the ship just came out of nowhere. And they went out there and got the ship and everything. And it's been missing since, like, was it World War II? Warship. Nobody on it. Been out there just sailing and floating around. I mean, and still in pristine condition. Just disappeared. You know, they cover those stories up. So here they have all these CERNs, whatever you want to call it. I forget the acronym that somebody had spoke about and mentioned when they was talking about it. But this is some really dark stuff, y'all. And Buzz Aldrin, yes, he went to my middle school on Mount Hebron, back, you know, in the 650s or whatever. And a lot of astronauts, sport player, musicians, when, you know, but I remember watching when they put him onto the medical, what you call it, and strapped him in like a, you know, and he was just screaming, it's evil, not that long after he died. For those who know what I'm talking about, you know. Yeah, I wanted to read this. I'm not going to read the Custodians, but I'm going to definitely get into the Navigator Who Crossed the Ice Walls. The next one. Excuse me. We went through the Human Reset, Giants of the South, Anakin. This food is good I'm eating, y'all. It is delicious. I'm probably going to have gas like I'm crazy. We went through the disease of the human being and the human greatness. Chapter 9, the origin of the human being and the revealing book of the She-Key about the other worlds. So this is where we're at. We're going to get into this. This is a small chapter. But I said, I'm going to go ahead and read this for you guys, okay? Because when we get back here, some of this in this book, when we read the Iron Republic, this book, and then when I get back into Flatlandis and those extra several books that go with Flatlandis, like when we get to a certain point and I go to the reference of that book and that page and that paragraph, it's going to tie a lot of things in, all right? It's going to tie a lot of stuff in. So let's go ahead and read this, all right? Because, I mean, we're dealing with some evil stuff, y'all. The word evil is like so marginalized and so small. But let's go ahead. All right, chapter 9, the origin, okay? The origin of the human being and the revealing book of the She-Key about the other worlds. The journey to the shifting islands of Thoth, that's right, Thoth, went without major inconvenience, and the only strange and remarkable thing was that there was no night. The day faded barely on the horizon, but the first night a full and clear moon appeared in the firmament, and we barely noticed the transition, like an eternal sunset of fire in the distance. I saw two iron blues pass across the sky at different parts of the last day's journey to the islands of the giants. It was hard to fall asleep because of everything that had been going on in our lives and around us. We were all waiting for the big moment of contacting giants. It was something we could not even imagine. Now, giants are real, bro. They were real. Damn it, if they weren't us, then I believe we were at one time immense. Now, we finally arrived at a fairly modern port, and perhaps with fewer structures of the majestic in the capital of the ancestral republic. But their ships differed quite a lot from those I had seen before. A certain decline towards military ships stood out. Some even seemed to have weapons that I had never seen on top. As soon as we descended, a man with a very long reddish beard and a woman with a beautiful face and long blonde hair welcomed us. First, they spoke with the captain and then introduced us to everyone. Although they were tall, they were no more than 2.5 meters tall. And that's pretty tall, people. It was enough to pass us by several long feet. 2 meters is pretty tall. Stupefied to step on the ground of giants, we shook their hands and followed them. The city was not so silent, and that was more like a rural area. Now, the language they spoke there was also unintelligible to our ears, and the captain could not speak it either. But the woman, who introduced herself as Shiki, spoke our language, albeit in a very strange way. But she was fluent and could make herself understood. Now, we entered the part that seemed to be the center of this village, on a remote island in an ocean also hitherto unknown to us. And Shiki invited us in. Their houses were domes of different heights, and there were also huge white towers finished with domes on top, and there were even figures of giants watching everything. I think I would not want to leave this island without going up there at the top to see that majestic view to who knows where. Excuse me. I noticed that we were already beginning to naturalize situations that until weeks ago were unthinkable, and that we would surely faint if we found ourselves in the situation we were in now, in front of the giants of thought, without having gone through all of the above. Now, I had in my mind the imagination of barbarian giants with only some basic clothing that covered them. But the reality is that this advanced race seemed to come out of some story of parallel worlds. Their attire was colorful and adjusted to their large bodies. We could see later, approaching the central area, that there was, excuse me, thousands of giants of all sizes, but never descended from 2 meters 20 or 2 meters 30. And we have come to see giants as high as 4 meters. Now, that's over 20 feet, man. That's what? Butler told us that this race of giants was so important to know our past, since there was in them ancestral human blood and pure giant blood of the ancient lands of Anak. He told us that later they would tell us a little of the history of our race and link, and how the ancient and pure giants joined with ancestral humans to bring forth one of the most powerful forces that ever existed in the known lands here, to confront the custodians. I know people have a hard time with the custodians. I'm just saying. Known as the Great Tartary, which could have changed the course of our history forever, and that in any case marked a before and after, generating radical changes in the known lands as well as in the surrounding worlds. Shiki approached where we were with Butler talking about this topic that I was trying to follow closely without missing any detail and making a mental note of the thousands of questions that arose in my mind at each advance. This is a question-having individual, and rightfully so. I noticed that the giant had in her hands a huge book that she offered me, saying that this would help me to understand much more about the past of our races. As soon as I opened it, I noticed several maps. She marked a special page where our home, the known lands, was. Excuse me. And its surroundings were specified. And below and on the following pages, she also detailed what was known about the lands, their races, and history. Again, when I thought I had seen it all, I felt, again, oh, come on, Red. Again, a fire burning inside me with each page. Stupefied My face was hard in expression, trying to imagine this new personal discovery. Now, Shiki noticed in my expression that I was sinking in information, and she told me not to try to digest it all at once. With time, you will understand and assimilate it. And she tried to reason. She did her best to reason with me. How many lands are there? I went so far as to ask at his expression, with a smile, understanding my frustration. 178 known worlds, at least according to the information we've been able to gather, he commented. But that doesn't count all the lands and islands that exist outside of them. Butler then added, the kind and beautiful giant human, as she went on to summarize a bit of some key topics, and she showed me some of the pages of this wonderful and unique book. We stopped at the Anunnaki lands. There, her face changed. The Anunnaki race has always behaved in a hostile manner towards humans since the beginning. And he also commented that they were bound by an old treaty with the custodians. The Anunnaki was Egypt, which we destroyed when Tartary was built. And the custodians fought against them. During that fight, we built up Tartary. And after Tartary, they came and fought. And we destroyed and killed many of them. But the fight was long and brutal. And many lives were lost. And then, very large weapons were used. From the moon to the earth, everywhere. A flood. And you know, with the earthquake, you have what they call the tremors, the aftershocks, and hence the mud floods. Anyway, let's go on. Would it be the most awaited moment for me? Would it be the culminating moment where I would know the true beginning of human life, the true origin? I will not get ahead of myself for the moment. I will only say that this conversation, in case the trip itself had not already done so, changed my life completely. I will go on to detail and transcribe this conversation in the next chapter. In the next chapter we'll be getting into will be the domes, the learning of the worlds beyond the ice walls. And that's about 2.5 pages. And we'll read that tomorrow. I just wanted to bring that because it's really going to get deep now. Okay? No, it's really going to get deep. I appreciate those who went back and listened to my reads. But now I'm sharing much more information. That could allude to a direction. I'm not saying it's fact or it's fiction. I'm not saying it's truth or a lie. I'm just saying that the information is within you to know. It's not my place to tell you this is what it is. When I made the statement I did about giants, that's a fact. Giants are real. They were and still are. So tomorrow, well, I may come on a little later and read because there's some stuff we need to catch up on. And I appreciate y'all taking the time. I just wanted to share that in case somebody else starts talking about it and chatting out. At least you can hear it from its source. Now you can go if you want to Tucker Carlson's place. And I guess it's Fox Betrayed Me or whatever. I forget what his page is. Anyway, and you can listen. I'm tired. You can listen to what he extrapolates on, you know. But I appreciate it. Let me shout everybody out and we'll lock it in. I appreciate everybody. God, dog, y'all wrote a book again. Some people didn't hit the like. I don't know what's wrong with people. I guess they didn't like it, right? Hey, Snoo. DJ, what's going on, beloved? Herbo, what's going on, beloveds? Yes. Hey, Pro, greetings. T. Hines. Ramones, what's going on? All right, I got to shout y'all out. Herbo, you know, I got to. It's pathetic how far people take things. Yes. I wish you would change that little scribbly. I read cursive, but that's so tiny. But anyway, shalom. Original lonewolf, what's going on? Jamaj, I guess I forget how to pronounce it. You can help me. Trying to bring hell into this existence, basically make hell a dimensional one. To which it's not the word hell doesn't exist. Sheol is a place, and it's an underworld, to which actually really existed. It's an underworld, and it's still there. And what's there? I don't know. That's all I'll say about that. Satanist. Hey, Westside, what's up, beloved? Yeah, well, it's too late. They've been, like I said, since 1955. You think they're going to stop? They got to see they know some things. They're working with, pay attention when I'm reading. Just because you don't see certain things and don't work with certain things doesn't mean certain things don't exist. They exist. Remember I told you, you can make yourself taller. You don't have to believe me. And for the people who do, take your time. Time and patience. And trying to hold my earth under this dome. They're doing much more that's worse than that. Well, that's right. You speak. That's right. There will forever spell. We speak that into power. But when some things we're going to have to do. Our ancestors fought. Try keeping us all the celestial realms. DJ. And you're gonna like someone in the next 2-3 chapters. Oh man, that's gonna really have y'all. I mean, like, whoa. But that's the world's problem. They don't love. They don't want peace. They don't want. It's not the earth, the world they've created. People are very ignorant. It's those individuals, those narcissists. They're all related. Sick individuals that I've extrapolated over a number of times. They're very sick and devious group of individuals. You know what I'm saying? Anunnaki's puppets. Well, at one time we were, and we fought back, and we whooped their behinds, and then they joined with forces with the custodians after their great war. They couldn't kill off each other, and we're dealing with that now. And the Greys. Wait until you hear about the Greys, and there's others. Yeah, it's so much, and you might start putting things together. Now it can be far-fetched, but just listen. Some of y'all have seen things. That's why I said, "Have you dreamt?" And what have you dreamt? 11 miracles I've seen in sleep. Awesome. You need to extrapolate honestly on it, because I know some things. They are so stupid. They have no life after death. They don't get to come back. I don't know what Dracos are, but orcs and none of that stuff. Not saying that they don't exist, but they're labels. This is like black and white. That's all I'm saying. Just throwing it out there. It's a little research. That's all. Snaps his facts. Oh, so. Reminds me of that movie, Cabin in the Woods. I guess everybody needs to start drinking beer like that one dude. That's an old movie. Like an African. Oh, yeah. Token. South Park, Colorado. Big Pontiacs. Greetings. What's going on, beloved? Hurricane predicted summer is for Florida and the Gulf of. Yeah, I know. I was looking at that earlier. The weather over there is pretty rough. You know, string theory is a theoretical for. Thank you, hon. Yes, nothing is hidden. They are just spiritually blind and poor. Yes, DJ, exactly. They very much so. But we have to still continue to do our part, because not every one of us is meant to speak to everyone. There is someone to speak for certain groups, and the thing is, sometimes people have to be woke, to be woken or shook awoke. You know what I'm saying? So we all do our part. You know what I mean? Oh, he's fine. Harry Connick Jr. Yeah. Bad News Bears. Yeah. William Bumpus. I appreciate that, and salute to you, beloved. Yeah, I was having a hard time. I was thinking of other things at the time, like 5 things. Usually I think quite a few, but I still get a little conflicted, you know. And I'm still, look. Let me show y'all something. And it's still warm. Oh, you want to talk about getting strong? Protein don't make you strong, guys. It's minerals that make you strong. But, forbidden rice and beans with garlic and onion. We got the Brussels sprouts, the broccoli rabbi with the corn and butternut squash. Hold on. Let me get a little sweetness, a little spice, got cayenne. Oh my God. Okay. I gotta wait. Let me finish. I'm waiting, y'all. You then get the hell off of here. Contact. Yep. She saw a father. Yes, Herbo. Spot Multiverse, all them War of the Worlds, Series of Showtowns. It was a Collider Great. Yes. Yeah, I was watching. I got to about I've got to like season 2, I think. Yeah, it's like so much, you know what I mean? Hey, Mikey Hill, salute. What's going on, beloved? William Bumpass, that's great. I like to see that. I love to see that. Giants, yeah. And we don't have to see. Well, we've got giants around us if you really pay attention. The bobblehead sentience. Funny. Hey, Benjamin Nancy, what's going on, beloved? How you doing? Shoal is not evil. Yes, it's just a place to get an intervention. It's not evil. Shoal, we don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what it is. Whatever it is, it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's good. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh God. Your Big Mama was 7 feet? Yeah, we got some tall ones in my family. My great uncles, Tandy and Sid, were up there. Like, really tall. Really tall. Old. 114, 115. They didn't have no GMO, nothing. They didn't drink milk. They didn't they didn't eat chicken. They ate pig. They ate a lot of pig. They ate squirrel. They ate rabbit. A lot of mostly fish. And they were old and they were big. You know what I mean? So and people say, look at my brothers and everybody like, what happened to you? I had scoliosis. I was abused. I was beaten. You know? Always slumped over, you know? Sitting on my back, beating me, hands, feet tied. You know? Pain will stunt anything. I'm up for 10. If I'm working on my posture. I remember telling y'all months ago when I started slouching A-Red. I should be every bit of 6 feet. My son, taller than a mother. Oh, my daughter in San Francisco, taller than a mother sucker. But, you know, it's cool though. What was that? Zing, well, it slid up. 7'2". Uncle Charles, 360. I was 275 pounds, 5'10". But I'd pick up the back of, I'd go to with a motor of Volkswagen. I could pull the motor out, pick the damn Volkswagen, the back of it up like it ain't nothing. Pick the front of the car, well, pick the back of cars up. You know, the motor I was going, well, when I worked for Napa Auto Parts, I was powerlifting. I used to, them small blocks in the back of the truck, 2 at a time, I used to get them back there. Don't even talk. I don't even know. Do it now, I'll probably pass out and blood pressure come out my eyes and my nose. Thank you, baby. But anyway, let me go ahead and sign off, guys. I might come on again, depending on if Westside decides to go live or not. There's a lot of things to talk about out here. I just wanted to bring up. I saw it and I was like, yo, I said, I gotta talk about it because, you know, I worked on PRP, personnel reliability program, nuclear load teams and stuff like that. So once I started working with that, we just have to saying, well, if it detonates, we ain't got to worry about it because you won't feel nothing. It'll be instantaneous. So I studied a lot about nuclear fusion, fission, and all that stuff, man. The bodies. When I went to Japan, I studied about all kind of stuff. I remember we went that far from Atoll Island. Oh man, thousands of videos. Just I got to see things that you ain't supposed to see. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that was interesting enough. And you're gonna love it. For those who saw me read this before, it gets better. All right. I can't wait to read Flatlanders to y'all again, but we've got quite a few books to get through. All right. We've been slowly putting them aside. Now I know y'all loved Heaven Bearers. Come on, guys. All these people don't know each other, y'all. The books I'm reading, listen. We have people still sitting there talking about Egypt, Cairo. Those are idiots. Sarnetta's an idiot. And all of them. Egypt was a place everywhere. It was a period in time. Great Tartary was after it. Oh, damn. Dark Ages was the fall of man. People don't know what they're talking about. A lot of things have happened, honey. But let's worry about the now. You know I'm going to say that. But anyway, my beloved sisters, my brothers, is always 2 and 1. Number love. Let me get off of here and finish my food. Get it together. Open this window and get some more light in here. And I'll probably come on and read, all right? Well, number love, guys.